Hi everyone. In this video I will show you how to create a Dart application inside Visual Studio Code. Before we created some test applications in Dartpad and now I wanted to do it in Visual Studio Code. Obviously first you need to install Visual Studio Code. You can find that link via Google or something, and once it is installed it should look something like this. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to go to all of the commands that we can run inside Visual Studio Code. There are a couple of ways to go there. First of all, I always use a shortcut, and for me that's Ctrl-Shift-B. As you see here on the screen is also, it says show all commands, Ctrl-Shift-B. So when I click on this, there we go. Then we get a list of all the different commands that you can run inside Visual Studio Code. And these are all of the different packages and things that I already installed in Visual Studio Code. So it's likely that this list will look different for you. If you don't see Dart new project here, then you have a problem. Then you first need to install Dart. And I'll show that in a different video. But for now, let's click on Dart new project. And then it will ask me what type of application that I want to create. Do I want to create a bare bone web app? Do I want to create a console application or a Dart package or a server app? In this case, I want to create a console application, so I click on this here. Then I need to give it a folder name. So there you go. And now I just need to input the name of this test application. For me, this is just purely a test, so I will say Dart application test VS Code or something like that. When I click enter, Visual Studio Code will start creating the folder and all of the necessary files that we need to have to run our Dart application. And it will also open up this main file here underneath the bin folder. So now you have your basic application. It's possible it will also give you some messages here. That's to install updates and stuff like that. And if you want to run the application now, then you need to click on this thing here and then say start debugging. And when you do this, it will start running the application. There you go. So it says hello world 42. So this is how you create a simple Dart console application inside Visual Studio Code. Now something else that I also want to show you real quickly is how to create a Dart application within the command line. It's possible that that also needs to happen at some point in time. So let's open up the command prompt. You can do that by pushing the Windows key and then R, and then say CMD for command. And here we have our command prompt. First of all, let's go to the folder where all of my Flutter projects are stored. So that's underneath documents, and then I need to go to Flutter. There we go. And if Dart is installed correctly, then we should also have the commands here in our command prompt. Let's first clean up the screen here a little bit by using this command. And if I now enter Dart here, you will see that I get all of these different commands that we can also use inside command prompt. So if I do now Dart create, and if I give it a different name, let's say Dart application test CMD, it will also generate the Dart application for me within the command line. Now, if I want to open up that Dart application inside Visual Studio Code, what I need to do is I need to enter a code for Visual Studio Code, and then I need to select my project that we just created. And if I enter now, we will get the same result. Visual Studio Code will open once more, and underneath the bin folder, I have the exact same file, the exact same application. So There are two ways that you can create a Dart application within Visual Studio Code. I hope it was informative. Thanks for watching. And if you appreciate this content, I would also appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe and click the bell. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.